Greetings, I am Imdevs, creator of Neoteric Catalyst, also known as NC. While you watch some gameplay, I will be going over what NC is and what I've been thinking about when I've been creating this project, and essentially why I believe you might be interested in following the developments that are soon to come. NC is a game, or I prefer the word simulation, centered on certain pillars that I have over the years gathered and enjoyed and developed for game development. Now, the first pillar is about combining two ideas that I've really enjoyed in games that I've played personally. The first being open world games. I've enjoyed something like Minecraft for a very long time, and recently I did a blind playthrough of Terraria, and in combination with other games, I think these have really given me a strong feeling and a strong appreciation for the concept of open world games. And secondly, I think something like Undertale may relate to the idea of a game where your choices matter, and a game where the things you do or how you interact with the world changes the world around you. NC is definitely based on these two ideas. First, of course, it's an open world game. There's not a particular story that leads you in a particular direction. There's nothing to guide your actions, but instead you are a creature just trying to survive in an unknown world. And I want that to be the drive of how you determine how you want to survive in the world. But of course, the different ways that you may choose to survive can affect the way the world grows around you. Now, secondly, I think the second pillar is an idea of simplicity. I want the changes in the world to be very simple so that the things that they build into can be complex. When we look at something like crafting, in this game, I want it to just be, each item either turns into another item or combines with an item to turn into something else. Either A turns into B or A plus B turns into C. And I think this simple crafting method has been so fun to experiment with, rather than something, I guess like Minecraft, where you have a crafting grid for numerous more crafting capabilities, but I've really enjoyed working with this limitation in order to build more complex things. And NC is kind of built upon very simplistic ideas when it comes to the mechanics. I think crafting in particular is the easiest one to point out and explain and fully without spoiling too much. A third pillar would be pixel art. I am a huge sucker for pixel art. I definitely enjoy the aesthetic of it, and if you've been following my journey through art and game development for a long time now, you know that I would not call myself a good artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that I have come a long way in pushing myself to be a better artist in order to, of course, be a better game developer. And coming through things, starting off with like Evil Genesis, where the art is, don't even look at that, but then going into something like Planet Everforce, where I spent a lot of time in later developments actually grinding on trying to create better art, doing lots of research, studying other people's art, and I think it greatly improved it in the second half of Planet Everforce's lifespan, if you will, and just working on a lot of different art pieces as well. And now coming to NC, as well as all the other games that I've made in recent times, I've really been able to push myself and create something that I think has been really beautiful and really encompasses what I want to see in a game. And NC is really bringing me so much joy in playing it and testing it because of each of these pillars. Ultimately, the project of NC that I have so far to present is a very incomplete project. I have so many ideas and so much things just running through my mind of what I want to put into the game, but of course I needed to slow myself down and pick a stopping point for being able to showcase to other people, get lots of feedback on everything I have so far, because I know there's a lot of things that I would want to improve on, and work from there. And so at this point, I encourage you to look into Neoteric Catalyst if these ideas interest you at all, and if you have any excitement about looking into a world and exploring all the secrets it has to offer based on each of the things that can combine, and how you might go about changing everything, and just studying and looking at all the changes that occur in the world in order to help you better survive, then I welcome you to become part of this community and help me study the secrets of Neoteric Catalyst. With that being said, thank you so much for checking this out. I hope you enjoy the project so far. I hope you see the potential and stick with me to the future. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what this project becomes. I think NC is soon to be one of my flagship titles of all the things that I've developed so far. It's the peak of my work at this point in time, so I am so excited, and I hope that you will be too. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.